up the California Secretary of State. And I will zoom in Planned Parenthood just to start with. And you got employee contributions, which is small, $25,681 to candidates. Again, this is to people like Mr. Weiner and any other lunatic. It's not for people that want to protect kids. This money is only going to people that are trying to destroy families and kids. You got 1,443 to ballot measures and 68,149 to other committees. Again, mostly Planned Parenthood types of committees and that kind of stuff. But here's the problem. You have the organization contributions. Now, where this money comes from, it's only but anybody's guess how they're separating this. But the organization, on the other hand, wait till you see the California Teachers Association. By the way, organizational contributions is $652,790 to candidates, and then $2,879,156 to ballot measures. I'm going to show you some of these ballot measures that Planned Parenthood pushes through with the money that comes out of Planned Parenthood, by the way. And then you have, for the other committees, $3 million. So these committees must be really important. $3,375,340 goes to other committees. Now, let's look at California Teachers Association. So California Teachers Association candidates are given even a little bit more through the CTA, and that is $7,220 is by employee contribution. Ballot measures, $3,370. And then other committees, again, a larger number, $7,768. Okay, so what is the CTA organizational contributions? Who, again, they try to separate this on where this money comes from is not necessarily from employees, but from contributions from the people that are the teachers who pay their dues. So I don't know where these ladies, what was it, Julie and whatever the other lady's name was, is thinking, but here we go. Organizational contributions, $725,000 to candidates. Oh, how much to ballot measures? $27 million, which is closer to $28 million to ballot measures. And other committees, how much does that say? $18,288,462 committees. So what are some of these ballot measures that the Planned Parenthood and the CTA push through with this amount of money? Well, we have AB 1955, which they call the Safety Act. What a great name for something that is everything but safety. And that is that public school officials ordered to deceive parents about their child's non-biological gender identity and school-facilitated gender transitioning. So the Planned Parenthood and the California Teachers Association, this has nothing to do with education, but they want to make sure that it's possible that in public schools, the officials can deceive parents about this stuff that's going on with their children. You have AB 367, Menstrual Equity Act. Schools must place female hygienic products in boys' bathrooms. Is that one of the craziest things you've ever heard? This is what their CTA and Planned Parenthood are putting their money into our boys' bathrooms in public schools. Is this just, that really is one of the craziest things that you have to have ever heard. AB 665 allows professionals, sure, professionals, to remove minors 12 years and older from their home and into a residential care facility without parental consent or notification. This is the California Teachers Association. This is what they're pushing, and they're supporting those three candidates that I just told you about, Marilyn, Tricia, and Misty. And they're all for removing minors 12 years old and older from homes if you don't affirm whatever, that they're a dog or a cat, or the opposite sex of what they were born under. AB 957 requires the court to consider a parent affirmation of their child's transgender identity. And no, I'm not doing that, and we didn't do it. We had a child who decided that she wanted to be a boy, and we said, negative, you are a girl. And currently to this day, she is now back to being a girl. Because you know why? Because we did not affirm her, whatever you want to call it, her identity, or what she thought was her identity. Now, parents tried to fight back, and they tried to put this one through. AB 1314 would give parents the right to be notified if their child is identifying at school as a gender that is different from the child's sex on his or her birth certificate. What happened? It was stalled in assembly because of people like Weiner and the assembly and the education committee. This has nothing to do. The committee chair refused to hear the bill, so they just flat out just say, hey, we're not going to listen to this, and it just died. AB 5 requires teachers to profile parents. Requires teachers to profile parents who do not support or affirm his or her child's new identity. These are just some. I mean, I could have gone on. A whole hour show could be done on just the measures that Planned Parenthood and the CTA cabal, along with the NEA and the APLE and all the others, have tried to push through, which are just crazy. It's just crazy stuff. And to bring in, I'm going to bring in the Planned Parenthood into the NEA and the CTA because, again, people are always saying, well, you always say that, but you never show us any proof. Well, okay, so you know the lanyards that teachers wear sometimes, it has the card, the access card that gets them into certain places, or they can put other material in there that they may look at the bell schedule and that kind of stuff. So they wear a lanyard, they have this thing. And on the back, what the NEA wanted to, was encouraging teachers to do, and they were doing it over the last couple years, and that is this added little thing here. Now you can scan that code. I'm going to show you what that code leads you to because it still exists. But they would say if a kid comes to them who is, I'm going to leave it up for just a little bit longer, that this person is a safe person. That if you want to be a cat, it's okay. I will accept that you are a cat. Now just scan this code and I'm going to give you resources that will help you in your desire to be something that you're not. And they scan that code and it takes them to a website. So I'm going to take my background off for a second and I'm going to go to my computer here and bring up